Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Virgo, for your meditative session, I got the Two of Pentacles. I really feel like what's going on is that it's not only about balance, right? I think it's like things are starting to turn around, right? Like, you know how sometimes we have the ebb and flow, we have the up and down. I feel like right now we're at the up. we're going up, right? We're ascending like up. I think maybe that would indicate that like we were at a low at some point, but again, that's how like life works, right? We go through this ebb and flow and this up, this high low. We want it to be like as stable as we can, right? Like we don't want to drop super low or go super, we don't have to go super high. To maintain like the balance would be, I guess, really good for us, right? Like to not have a really low or a really high. I mean, everyone wants a high, but no one wants that low, right? So I think like the balance would be more important to you, Virgo, because it's like you want stability and you'd rather have like, things working out for you and kind of maintaining at this like at a higher level. I think I got this for Scorpio like a couple weeks ago, something similar to this. But yeah, I think it's finally your turn to kind of receive and for things to be balanced out for you. Like I think you might have been going through some sort of like difficulties, and now it's like things are going to start to feel a lot more like things aren't in like out of control anymore. Like things are kind of being brought back to you. Like you're getting energy back, reciprocation, right? Like from the universe, from people in your life. Could be like a relationship, could be your career, but like you're finally seeing like things coming back to you, and it's perfect because we're in Virgo season, right? So yeah, Virgo, I love this. Let's pull some more cards and see what we get. So Virgo, I feel like there's like kind of a test to your beliefs and your faith right now, or it could have been like recently, but I feel like it could be like right now, because I feel like, yeah, things are being balanced out for you now, but I think it had to do with your faith. Like you weren't gonna have this happen to you without this faith. And that's what was put to the test, right? And even though like I feel like you've been going through a time of feeling like this, right? Like every move you make, there is no progress, and everywhere you go seems to be a dead end, and the people that you trust are, like they're not reciprocating, like they're not helping. Like there's like a perception in your mind that like this cycle, like things aren't as good as they seem, right? Like things are hard, things, like it's been a hard cycle, right? And the funny thing is that I think it has a lot to do with like your ego telling you this, right? Because I do feel like this person is learning, this person that you're with. And I do feel like the universe is about to provide for you, like it's providing for you, right? So I think it's a lot about your perception. And yes, you have faith that like things will get better, but I don't think they're as bad as you're making them out to be, right? Because with the ego card here, it's kind of like the hero. It's reminding me of that. It's like, I think, yes, there has been like a little bit of stagnancy or difficulty. I think it specifically could be in a relationship because we have the King of Fire here. But I think like even this King of Fire is learning at this time. Like there's a lot of learning going on, right? With the Ace of Swords, there's a lot of, yeah, I want to say learning. There's like learning going on for this person and for you. And I feel like the test for you right now is that to keep the faith, right? And to know that this period of time is going to end. And I feel like your ego is making it worse out than it is, right? Like I think your ego is going to tell you like this person's not learning, dump them. You know what I mean? Like this person isn't like up to, like they're not like going fast enough for me. Like they're not on my level, dump them. Like the universe is like not really behind me. Like there's not, I'm not getting any of that aid or guidance. Like where is my shit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like why is this time not ending? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think it's your ego, right? Like, deep down that it's going to end and that the like sun will come up the next day, right? That's like the rhythm of like life. That's the way the energy moves. But like your ego is trying to make it work out to be like, oh, it's going to stay like this forever, or dump these people, like they're not learning. I think it specifically has to do with someone else, because I feel like Virgo, you're the queen of earth, and I feel like the king of fire here, they're learning, right? Like I see them learning, even though I think you're seeing them as someone who's not receiving the messages, who's not getting it. They're moving fast, right? We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups. They know what this is. They're learning. They're going to learn, right? Like give them patience, give them time. Like again, your ego, I feel like, is gonna say like dump this person. I feel like this has specifically to do with a person for some reason. It's like your ego is telling you like one thing, and the reality is that this person is learning. Like if you're wondering like, oh, is this person like actually like changing? Is this person actually learning? Like yes, they are. With the Ace of Swords, they are. And I feel like they're learning more to be in this King of Cup energy. Like it's something that they're learning. But again, we have like a lot of sword and a lot of cup energy for this king. But I feel like for you, it's like it's not fast enough, or it's like they're not doing it right. Like there's something here about that energy. And I think like that's something that you have to like realize, that it's your ego. Like there is movement. The universe like is gonna provide for you. Keep having faith, even though there's like sometimes it's like a time of struggle. It doesn't necessarily mean that like it's always gonna be like that, right? And like your imagination, like your mind is making it out worse than it is, right? Like it's telling you like these people are extraneous, you don't need them, but you do. This person is learning, right? There's progress in this person's like life. They're moving from a King of Fire to a King of Cup. They're learning to like be what you need them to be. Like sometimes like, do you know like in a relationship you kind of have to tell somebody like, well, I need this and I need this, and like please, like that's what I need. And it's like they have to learn that, right? Like it's not something they're gonna know automatically how to do, right? Like yeah, ideally we would want someone to just be like on the same vibe with us and give us exactly what we need. But sometimes there's like there will always be things that you have to communicate, like, oh, like I kind of want this, like I kind of expect this like from you, or I really want it to be like this. Can you meet me halfway, right? And that's what I'm getting from this person. I think this person's actually going to make a lot of effort. I think it's just your ego that's telling you like to dump this person, to let them go. This person isn't like learning. That's all your ego. And like that this time period is going to keep lasting, and that the universe is like abandoning you. That's your ego. Like you deep down know that this person is like learning. This person is progressing. There is movement for this person, and there's movement in your life. Don't like let this ego make things that it's like raindrops into waterfalls or some shit like that, right? It's like that's not the case right now, Virgo. I think things are going to really like be positive for you. I keep seeing that, like really positive things coming into your life, abundance, but it's just like, again, there's an ebb and flow. Keep the faith, and don't let your ego take this. Even if there are some lows, don't let it take at you into like a period of things that you're going to regret, right? This person is learning. They're going to learn how to love you the right way. And it's like a trick, right? Because it's like with the Crone in reverse and the Three of Coins upright, like I feel like you will have the collaboration that you desire. Like what you seek from this person, you're going to have, right? But with the Crone in reverse, it's telling you that it's like, it's funny. It's like this Three of Coins story is about how a shaman is created in Tamang mythology. It's like from Nepal. It's about how shamans are created, like how they were created. And it says that it was like they took children, right? And it was like a gruesome effort. But after they learned to like become a shaman, the good thing about this person becoming a shaman is that they'll never have to go through, like, as a child, they go through a lot of suffering. And then once they become a shaman, they like literally, even though it's like a gruesome process, they become a shaman, and it's like very rewarding, right? It's like a life that's very rewarding. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like they're trying to deceive you, right? With like the amount of like, with the Crone in reverse, it's like the opposite of this message, right? It's like, oh, you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve, and you're not getting where you need to go. And it's like there's a major pause in your life, like, you know, this faith, again, the ego is like really hard right now. Like the ego is like speaking to you and telling you things that are not real. And it's like this, even though it could be a little hard right now, even though sometimes we go through these lows, it's like it doesn't make, again, it's part of your journey. 1, 2, it's like there's an ebb and flow that you have to like understand. And 3, there is so much movement going on in your life, even though like right now your ego is telling you that it's not enough, or it's not what it's supposed to be. Like the ego is really tripping you right now. So Virgo, please just like keep that in mind. Like half the shit that you're thinking is not even real. And this person is really aligning themselves. They are working towards being with you. They are learning. Again, it's like not when you want it to be, but it's when they are, you know, they're doing the work. I see them doing the work. So just hold on. So yeah, Virgo, let's pull some advice for you guys. Virgo, I feel like with the flamingo spirit in reverse, that's exactly what this reading is. It's like flamingo spirit upright talks about embracing the in-between, but with it in reverse, it's like you're not, right? Like you're in between and it's very uncomfortable. And Virgo, I get it. Earth signs, like I understand I have a lot of earth in my chart. I think I have like mostly earth in my chart, honestly. So I get it. It's like, it's really hard to see that things are not the way you want them to be at the time that you need them to be. Like I feel like you think you need it like that, right? But what they're trying to tell you is like what you need is what you're being given right now. Like if it's a challenge, then that's still what you need. Like whatever you're being given right now is like to help you, right? Or to help something else come into fruition later on. So it's a necessary thing that has to happen now. So you have to go with it, right? And I feel like you're pushing it really hard. Like your ego is really fighting you, and it's like, embrace it. Like don't look into the past, don't look into the future. Like be present in the moment right now. Like don't worry. Again, embrace this time. Don't fall into like the ego. And there's something here about, there's something very similar about these two, and they came together. It's like the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. It's perfect for Virgo, right? Like I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. I think that's what's going on right now, right? This like transformation, this alchemy, right? Like learning to take the pain, and even though like there's those lows that we have to go through, learning to make it turn you into an even better person, right? That's what it's like all about. It's about turning the pain into something good, into something positive, not letting it like, I think Leo got this card. It's like not letting the pain turn you into somebody that you're not, right? Like so many people in life can like turn into something they're not. And that's kind of like what I see here, like right with this ending. It's like you can take it either way. You can take the gruesome process and make it like, and turn into the shaman. And like, you see how some, like this person's in white, or you can be like the crone in reverse who lets time and bad things that happen to them turn them into someone they're not, right? And now they're like, they manipulate energy. They don't work with the energy, they manipulate it. It's like you want to manipulate it, right? Like you want time to be like on your terms, and that's not how it works, right? It's like when it's divine timing, right? Like soul timing. It's not when you want it to happen, it's when it's supposed to happen. So you have to change that perspective. Like you're not supposed to be a manipulator of energy, you're supposed to go with the flow. And that's what I'm getting with the Black Madonna. Like, it's going to turn you, it's like you're meant to transform this energy into something positive. You're not meant to turn it, you're meant to be like this. You're not meant to be like this. You're not meant to manipulate the energy or change who you are, right, into something negative. It's to turn yourself into something even more positive. And with Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. I think you guys are suffering. Again, like there's something here about like the suffering that you're going through, right? And I think that they see it. It's not like you're alone. Like they see it. But they want you to know that there's a reason for this, right? It's for something greater, right? Here it's saying it breeds compassion, the goddess of compassion. So it's like, if it's something to help you with your heart, is something to open you up, like whatever is going on right now, it could seem very difficult, and you could be like wanting to give up at this point, or just like just like let go and just be a totally different person. Like you're such a kind person, and you're like, you know what, this isn't working out for me. I might as well just go back to the way I used to be, where I used to like, you know, not really give a fuck, because at that point at least I didn't give a fuck, and you know what I mean, like I didn't care, like who cares, right? Like no one's doing shit for me anyway, right? But that's not the reality. The reality is like things are really working out for you right now. It might seem a little tough, just hold on a little bit longer. Like I can see like the end, like this is gonna end well, but you just have to remain like in a positive energy and see that this is like happening for you, not to you. So yeah, embrace the in-between, Virgo. So yeah, Virgo, I love you guys. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.